Yep.
Yo. How's it going?
It's going okay. Before Connor gets in, I'm gonna be real. He messaged me at 8:45 and was like, "Hey man, you still good for 9?" And then 9:05 came and I was like, "Fuck!" I was not ready. I didn't have my team in game yet.
It's all right.
I also didn't really have. I had a couple things workshopped, and then I said I'm gonna be a little crazy. With my last two, I feel like it's good. I feel like it's the same thing every week, but it's fine.
Hey, man,
It's fine.
I think that you should bring more space. And if anything, I want to bring more space too. I was talking to Sean about that today. So I think go for it.
Yeah, no. This is not spice, but it's not spice on paper, but there's a couple things that are spice.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll get to see
Like,
them.
I got a lot of Dondozo hate. I hate Dondozo.
Hey, don't we all? Don't we all?
Okay.
How do you feel about the matchup? What do you think? 50-50? 60-40?
So Sizeman goes kind of hard, right? Like my key forms of damage go pretty hard into his team, right? And he's got weather, which like he can't really do anything about me stopping, right?
Yeah.
Like I feel like this has been quite a common theme in the past couple weeks. But I think my speeds are correct. I think everything's correct on my speeds. I think I've got some interesting ways of stopping things from happening, but I'm just kind of expecting the front six from him.
I mean, that's fair. I think for a 2-2-2 team, what's he gonna bring?
Yeah.
Sentret to the Chi-Yu Fluttermane matchup? Like, I don't know about that
I'm trying to. I need to like favorite that link. Very convenient.
Oh, I should do that.
Oh, for the Terra thing? Yeah. Here, I should
I sent.
put that.
It Yeah. Here. Here.
Resources.
I just pinged
I'll
it
put
to
it in
Matcha.
resources right now. I will not put it in resources. I do not have permissions.
Should be in resources though. Let's resolve that right now. We'll do it live. Resources.
Oh shit! This is sick.
Have you not opened it yet?
My team.
No, I've never really used it.
Oh, okay. It's
Because everything I've done
no, it's
has
awesome,
either
right?
been like either it was you and I, which I don't think we had that.
No, I think we typed it out or something.
That's
Yeah.
ratch.
I mean, we just didn't have. We didn't.
We didn't have the technology.
We made poke pastes for it
Oh, yeah, we
okay,
did, we
okay.
did.
Yeah, that's what I did too. It was
because
week
I
one,
took
right?
because I took your poke paste and I was just storing information in it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think
Like I was just like as you use moves, I was just filling it out very.
week one, right?
That's a good way to note take, though.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it was interesting.
All right.
Which I'm definitely gonna need to figure out some way to note take here. I think
You don't need to take a lot of notes, dude. This matchup is silly. He said, "No, I'm try hard. I am getting ready for tournament."
I need to get in the habit of taking notes.
Big Dakota must take big notes.
Damn straight.
No, I mean I'm getting my notebook too. Because honestly, like
notes.
Showdown has so many different quality of life implementations that like, oh, you don't really need to take notes because you can just rewind a couple of turns to figure out who went first.
Yeah.
And just yeah.
You just hover the mons to see all the moves they've used, how many turns of sleep they've taken.
Yep. That's why I have my trusty pen, paper, and my pen is one of those multi-pens with different colored ink, so I color code my notes.
Wait, that's
crazy.
Dude, I'm up to my game this year.
Hardcore.
How do we feel about gel pens, fellas?
No.
No?
I don't
Nah.
have an issue with gel pens. I don't use them, but I don't have an issue with them. Like they're non-smudge, which is nice.
I think if it's not a gel pen, it's not worth it. I think they're all regular ballpoint pens are terrible.
Hard incorrect. You need to get yourself a fountain pen. That's what I use to take notes every day. For work, like a legit one that like I have my own ink thing. Josh got it for me for Christmas, and like you like suck up the ink into the pen. Like it's like super legit. It is the best thing I've ever written with, and it's kind of like it's an intro level one, so it's not even like super high quality. But I was like, oh, I get why
you do it.
Lose their shit over that. Yeah, it's really good.
Have to check that out, but I like my gel pens, my Pilot G2s.
Dude, the Pilot G2s are the best ones. Well, wait, what size do you have? What's your what size is your tip, dude? Oh, 0.7. That's a solid one. I'm a 0.5 man myself.
0.5 is a little thin for me personally.
Yeah, I usually like I don't write on big pieces of paper. Like I have it's easier. So I have tiny pen for tiny notebook.
That's fair. I want my perfect notebook is I actually have a bunch of them right in front of me because I got a bunch of them for Christmas. But it's like, what is it? Spiral bound at the top. That's the perfect notebook. Spiral bound at the top.
Oh yeah, where you flip it up.
Yeah, because then like I'm a righty. Everybody's got a side that they write on, but with this there's no wrong side. If you're a righty writing on the left side page, you could be smearing your previous work. You have to be careful. It's a difficult balance.
Yeah, I can't use that for VG, but for like actual real life, yeah, that makes sense. That's a good point. I've never really considered that. I have a bunch of Muji ones that I really like for work.
Ooh, not sponsored, but Muji goes hard.
Yeah, Muji's
Muji,
really nice.
that place that they had in Chelsea Market.
Yeah, they do have a
Chelsea
Muji in Chelsea
now,
Market.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
That's a tiny one though.
Oh, you know what? Remember the day that we all went and got lunch together? And it was raining that day. I didn't have a umbrella, so I went and I walked to Muji on my way to the lunch, and I bought an umbrella.
That's where you got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just now took a screenshot of.
You should just be able to download it.
Yeah, there's a download PNG button, my friend.
See, but here's the thing: if you use snipping tool to take a screenshot, you can just copy and paste it without actually downloading it, which saves kilobytes of memory.
You're
Very
so
true.
right.
Yeah,
I think
that's a good point. I forgot about that.
I think Sean did tell me that I should add a like instead of like download it, just like copy to clipboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big. That'd be huge. You're Machamps, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I got the Tims on, baby.
Dude, I'm trying to sell a pair of Tims right now because they were too big for me. I got them as a gift and I never returned them, so I just have them.
Yeah. Put it on
Marketplace. Yeah, someone. I threw them up there. They're brand new, right? So I was like, all right, well, brand new is 210. Maybe if I throw them for 180,
210.
I think I've got them on. Yeah, brand new 210.
Man.
So I put them for 180. I was like, dude, 180 is not bad. Like, if it were brand new, I'd pick them up. Someone goes, I'll give you 70. GTFO, bro.
I'll give you 70. Sick, man. Can you give me an extra 110?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a single battle. Okay, we don't want that. We want doubles. Dude, I have been so out of Scarlet and Violet. I came on here just to like properly breed my team for this week's matchup. And dude, the game runs so smooth on Switch too. Oh my god.
It's so good on Switch
So
too.
much better, yeah. Did you not have it on Switch 2 when we were in Pittsburgh?
We were robbed. No, I still had my Switch at that time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dude, is this your first battle? Like your first true battle on Switch 2?
It is.
Oh my
Dude,
god,
you're
what a
gonna-
beautiful moment.
The Terra animations are gonna have you lose your shit.
It does look insane. It looks really good.
Like the entire Switch 2 experience was like, oh, this is what the game was supposed to be.
Okay, I am excited. I am very excited.
Yeah, I was not a believer until I like actually turned it on one day and was like, holy shit.
Can you guys
okay.
also send me your open Terras, by the way?
Yeah,
What's that?
We could just put them in the group chat.
Yeah, can you put them in the Machamps chat?
Oh, that you know what that works. Okay, yeah, I have it pasted and ready to go. What's the code?
I also have it pasted. 80085.
Of course it is. Okay.
Classic.
It's a good one.
I will once we get linked up, I will deafen.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. I need to.
I'll do the deafen thing.
Dakota, you're gonna share the screen with me?
Yep, I'm just about to get started on that.
All right, cool.
GLHF Sockboy.
GLHF. All right, is he deafened? All right,
yes.
So he's deafened. I'm gonna share my device. Oh man, I hope you just get to hear me talking the whole time.
That would be funny.
Did he? All right, he sent his Terras, so I'm gonna send mine.
All right, we got the open Terras. I think we're good to go, right?
Yeah, we're in there.
All right.
He's a Houndoom on his team? Since when? I didn't make that change. That's fine.
Oh my god. Well, good luck, man. Oh,
That's
now
fine.
yeah.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it. Later, Skater.
Later. All right. We're looking at Dakota versus Connor right now. Let me see if I can make this more full screen. I feel like this music is really fast for some reason, but we're looking at Terra Steel on Dondozo and Tatsugiri, Terra Grass on both Ursaluna and Houndoom, Terra Fire Gouging Fire, and Terra Fairy Cresselia for Connor's team. Dakota brought Terra Ice Fluttermane, Terra Grass Chiyu, Terra Psychic Indeedee, Terra Stellar Hatterene, which is really interesting, Terra Ghost Driftblim, and Terra Ghost Baxcalibur. Makes a little bit more sense. Really interesting set of Terras on these teams. Nobody ever expects the Houndoom, you're right, Sean. All right, so Connor leads off with Dondozo and Gouging Fire, and then the classic Chi Fluttermane lead for Dakota. This is a crazy lead because, okay, we see the speed interactions. Of course, Fluttermane's gonna be faster. I think I saw it gets booster speed. It gets booster special defense. Gouging Fire is insane. We see, Dakota locked into Fake Tears Dark Pulse. Oh my god, this thing is going down. I don't know that Gouging Fire, even with the special defense boost, is going to be taking the Dark Pulse. Let's see. Ooh, actually, it took that really well. Gouging Fire goes for Bulldoze. Really good speed control option. Interesting. Okay. That special defense boost may be doing a lot of work for Gouging Fire right now, but the Fake Tears from Fluttermane really allowed Chiyu to get a lot more damage off. Now it's a 2-hit KO. Gouging Fire is under a lot of pressure. But Gouging Fire should be faster than both Fluttermane. It might not be faster than Fluttermane. I didn't see the booster. But it should be faster than Chiyu if it's not Scarfed. Oh, Perish Song. What a move set on this Fluttermane. Terra Ice. I still don't quite get... I think the Terra Ice is just like in the face of Blizzard spam. That's what you want to do. Connor withdraws Gouging Fire, losing the special defense boost, but I feel like it's not the end of the world because he's already so low on HP, and he gets Tatsugiri. So, wasted attack into the Gouging Fire, which is nice, Connor. And I'm trying to remember what move Dakota went for. I don't remember off the top of my head. Dondozo could be ripping Terra Steel, but I don't know. Kind of risky in front of Chiyu. For order up, all right. And gets the KO on Chiyu. All right. Let me see if I can take tally of KOs here while we're talking. Dondozo gets his kill. Ooh, Perish Song on Fluttermane. So Fluttermane, I don't believe the Perish Song affects Tatsugiri while it's in the map. But it does put Dondozo on a timer. We got Driftblim in the back here for Dakota. Very good in this matchup because I believe it learns Haze or Clear Smog or something like that. Getting a little lag here. Okay. Finally catching up. Yeah, Chiyu was scarfed, it looked like. Tailwind knockoff, Strength Sap Haze. Good move set. Very good move set. Crash going into Driftblim, trying to get some damage off. I mean, that thing's... Oh, wow. That thing's gone. Not able to get the haze off, which is really nice for Connor. Must have spec'd his Dondozo to be faster to a certain point than that. Moonblast does a good little chunk. Probably like 20% to Dondozo. So eventually it's going down anyway, just due to Perish Song. Like, there's nothing stopping Dakota from just clicking Protect. At least with her. Fluttermane actually doesn't have Protect. And Excalibur's Choice Banded, which is an interesting choice. I would not... I would have ran maybe more Protects against the Dondozo team, but Dakota's braver than I, for sure. Alright. Dakota going for a Terastallization here. He goes for Terra Ghost on his Excalibur. Definitely gonna be taking less damage from Order Up now, but I don't know. Dondozo's now +3 with Order Up. It's gonna do a lot of damage still. Throwing an Ice Shard into Dondozo. I guess it makes sense. Like, if you're already choice banded, you're locking into something, at least get something with priority. Fluttermane goes down to the Earthquake, and Dondozo's just ripping through everything. So that's 3 KOs now for Dondozo. It is going to go down to Perish Song in 1 turn. Dakota does forfeit. I guess then Dondozo gets the 4th kill on that one too. So, wow. Connor actually went 4-0 through that game, which is really impressive. I think for the amount of tech that Dakota has against Dondozo as well. Very impressive. None of the tech got to work out, unfortunately. Like, Driftblim was too slow to get Haze off, and then just got blown up by a Wave Crash. The Perish Song was a little too slow, and he didn't have the Protects to kind of, like, wait it out. But, really interesting counterplay to Dondozo. Locks itself on the field, so what can you do? Alright, and Dakota thinking about switching up the game plan. So, Ndidi is Terra Psychic, and Hatterene's Terra Stellar, so he's not able to do any kind of... I mean, like, effectively he's not doing any kind of defensive Terastallization in that case. Maybe we see the Houndoom come out from Connor, since he led Chiyu Fluttermane. It doesn't do great into Fluttermane, but it does a lot better into Chiyu. I believe it was Terra Grass, right? Oh, I messed up the stream. Where are there Terras? Yeah, Terra Grass Houndoom. Gouging Fire. It's Terra Fire. I really am curious what that was for. Maybe just to like if Fluttermane is somehow spec to live Heat Crash from Gouging Fire, like he would get the damage boost on that. I don't know. I don't know that I see Cresselia Ursaluna. It could be good as like an anti-Trick Room kind of thing, because you're always going to be outspeeding in Trick Room and threatening the reversal, but it's still kind of tough. Like, if Connor leads Cress Ursaluna into Ndidi Hatterene, I think that's still favorable to Dakota, because he can just spam damage. He doesn't need to set up Trick Room. Gouging Fire Dondozo again for Connor. Driftblim and Vax in the first game. So then Dozo, Fire, So sorry, I'm writing down all the Pokemon that came. Yeah, and then Indeedee and Hatterene. Ooh, Pain Split Hatterene, that's spicy. I didn't get a chance to see what moves were clicked, so we're gonna find out in real time what's going on. Right, Dakota rips a Terastallization on Hatterene, going for Terra Stellar. This could be a big turn. Connor could always just double protect and wait to see what happens, but it's a little scary to do in the face of Trick Room. Ooh, Snarl. Alright. Hatterene's special attack gets dropped. That's pretty good. Dondozo goes for Wave Crash into Indeedee. Doesn't get the KO, but does a lot of damage. Takes damage for Rocky Helmet. Again, Dakota getting a free Expanding Force off, even at -1 special attack, is still pretty good. That's free damage, and Dondozo goes down. KO for Hatterene. Really important KO, too. For sure. Hatterene reveals the Life Orb, and Trick Room goes up. Hatterene being at -1 now is kind of rough. Houndoom comes out. That's what I was thinking. What an odd cry. Gen 2 cry. You have a lot better sound quality these days. So now Trick Room is up, and Houndoom and Gouging Fire are sitting way too fast on the field. You can go for Helping Hand, Dazzling Gleam. That'll still do a good amount of damage. Houndoom can always just protect, and Gouging Fire can probably get another Snarl off. It might go down. Actually, I didn't see how much HP it had left, but -1 Helping Hand kind of balances. Dazzling Gleam, I don't know. Let's see how much HP Gouging Fire even has. Yeah, it's taking it pretty well. Still chipping them down, but Dragon Claw goes off into Indeedee, gets a KO. Gouging Fire now, able to get some KOs. Indeedee was, or Dondozo didn't monopolize all of them like last game. Dark Pulse goes into Hatterene. Okay. Houndoom. Excalibur. Choice Bandit. Let's see what it goes for. It could be like a min speed Excalibur, honestly. What the hell move did he just use? Did it hit both targets? We'll have to see. So far, only 2 KOs on the board, though. Pain Split. Nice. Okay. Battlers shared their pain. Gouging Fire goes for Snarl. Gets a -1 on Hatterene. Double crit! It's kind of funny. Still didn't do any damage, but pretty funny. Super Fang. Houndoom. Interesting moveset. I didn't even know that thing got... Okay. Ooh, Excalibur with a nice double KO, too. Breaking Swipe put in a lot of work. Oh, strong. Interesting, though. Houndoom was slower than... Houndoom was slower than Excalibur, which means that Houndoom, because we're in Trick Room, that Houndoom is slow as hell. I'm going to put up another window for myself to look at stuff like this. I also, again, didn't get to see who clicked what on this turn, but we're still in Trick Room. Tatsugiri sitting alone by itself, no Dondozo. I don't know that Connor's got the gas in the tank for the rest of this. We'll have to see what his anti-Trick Room matchup is for Game 3. I don't know if Dakota brings it, though. Could be like a Game 2 mix-up into back to Game 1 kind of lead. All right. Tatsugiri goes for the last-ditch effort. Steel Terra. Doesn't really help too much into Paint and Split from Hatterene, but you're definitely taking less damage from Breaking Swipe, that's for sure. Dazzling Gleam does a little bit of chip to Tatsugiri. Excalibur Breaking Swipe. Still a good chunk of damage. Terra Blast from Tatsugiri. They get the KO on Baxcalibur. It does. Tatsu putting itself on the board. I don't know that he's making the full turnaround, but no. I don't think it's happening. Drifblim comes on the field. Gets its special defense boost from Psychic Seed, which it didn't get to do last game. That's why it was slower, actually. Last game than Dondozo, because it never got to get the Unburden boost off. Yeah, I mean, I think this is still locked up for Dakota. Yeah, Hatterene goes for Mystic Fire. And even split in KOs, Hatterene and Baxcalibur in this game. No Chiyu and no Fluttermane. Drifblim came in, did nothing again, unfortunately. But now we're going to game 3. Very dominant game into very dominant game. We'll have to see how Connor is going to adapt for this. I mean, like the anti-tricker mode for Connor would be something with Cresselia. Maybe Ursaluna next to Cresselia feels like the obvious pairing. And you're threatening to reverse trigger him, to imprison it. Dakota checking his stats on his Baxcalibur. Maybe not quite the right stats because he was really fast. Maybe he was supposed to be pretty slow or something. I don't know. This is just really tricky. This is the kind of game 3 where it's like, I think anybody could lead anything and it could go crazy no matter what. Drifblim being led with Baxcalibur is a really interesting move, though. Maybe I don't see the vision, but... Okay, again leaving Chiyu Fluttermane at home. I know Baxcalibur would be really... It would put on a lot of pressure into Cresselia, Ursaluna. You'd kind of just be forcing the Ursaluna to terrestrialize. Connor doesn't know that it's choice banded, and he could just, like, free protect. He'd probably want to anyway to get the burn. But you'd be putting on a lot of damage pressure on Cresselia with choice banded Baxcalibur. That thing hits like a truck. I don't know how it would do exactly into the Dondozo gouging fire lead, because then that's like a... I don't know. That feels like a bait. Leading Drifblim isn't like the worst idea ever, though, because then you're putting on immediate pressure for Haze. You don't have to, like, try and get it off on a turn where Dondozo is going to be faster than you. You could just have it out on the field already. Alright, Dondozo Tatsugiri went in the lead for Connor. Really good lead for Dakota, I feel, at this point. Alright, Dozo Giri led for Connor, and Bax Drifblim for Dakota. Drifblim, the good Dondozo counter here, but it hasn't gotten to show its stuff yet. So we saw the move set, it was Haze, Strength Sap, knock off Tailwind, I believe. So he could set Tailwind, Baxcalibur switches, and goes into, I'm assuming, Indeedee, gets the Unburden boost on Drifblim, allowing him to outspeed Dondozo. So really good turn for Dakota. He kind of just locks Dondozo on the field with no stat boost and Pokemon. So really smart planning for Dakota, and he gets the Haze off. Perfect turn. I mean, I'm imagining that Dondozo is going to try and do some damage. Yeah, get Wave Crash off into Drifblim. Makes sense and does a ton of damage. Does a lot of damage to itself with how high the HP stat is on Drifblim. Take a lot of recoil. But DD sitting on the field, it has a luring voice, which is pretty cool. Get the confusion if the Pokemon had a stat boost. I feel like Dakota's just like fully teched out for Dondozo. He's got something on every Pokemon, it feels like. Alright, DD goes for Follow Me. Gets a Strength Sap into Dondozo and probably heals itself back to full, if not close to. It's gotta be full. Okay. Order Up goes into Indeedee. Just a little bit of damage. This is kind of hell for Connor. Or, yeah, I feel. Like, he's stuck on the field not doing damage. He can't really keep getting boosts with Order Up, because eventually Dakota's just going to be able to haze him away again. You can just freely strength sap into Dondozo. You can only get so much healing off. Eventually, its attack is going to be really, really, really low, and you're not going to get that much health back, but at least they're not doing much damage. It's another order up off. So he ends up at +2 now. And indeed, he uses Alluring Voice, getting the confusion onto Dondozo, which is really cool. It's cool to have that, too, because you're not threatening it just on the turn that Dondozo switches in. You're threatening it on every turn that he uses Order Up, which is ideally for Dondozo very often. Alright, Didi switches back out into Baxcalibur. Hopefully it doesn't take an Order Up, that would be a little rough, but Drifblim continuing to go for Strength Steps. I guess I haven't been properly keeping track of where its stat boosts are at, because it has been taking Strength Step too. I think it should be at neutral now. Dondozo with the confusion does a breakthrough. It hits itself. Oh, you hate to see it. What I would really hate to see is Dondozo KOing itself with confusion hit, because that would not be a KO for Dakota. That would be kind of rough. Dondozo probably going for Protect here. It does. It gets a Protect. Doesn't hit itself this time. Driftblim goes for another Strength Sap. And we saw that. Baxcalibur is locking into Breaking Swipe. Good move, I think, does like good neutral. I think does neutral damage at least into everything on Connor's team. Connor remarking on how fast Driftblim is in the chat. Yeah, Driftblim's like base 80 and you get a double speed boost for Unburden. It's pretty sick. I don't know what stat Dondozo's at, but I'm pretty sure it's like -2. Now going to be -3. That's a lot of damage. Dondozo, is it gonna hit itself? At least it's doing less damage. It gets the Order Up. Not much damage at all for a super effective hit. Maybe at -2. Hopefully Dakota checks the stat changes eventually, because this is pretty entertaining. Yeah, I think here you click Haze and... Yeah, I think the Breaking Swipe should KO Dondozo now. You don't get any pre-damage into Tatsugiri. Maybe going for Tailwind might have been better. I guess not. Either way, like we saw that his Baxcalibur was like max speed or close to it. We're looking at Baxcalibur max speed. Yeah, that's got to be Jolly max speed. Yeah, 152 we saw. So that thing's running fast. Tatsugiri, I think it's slower. It's slower, so. I once again forgot to see what move Dakota locked into, but I mean, Tatsugiri's sitting kind of unfortunately on the field right now next to Cresselia. Threatening Click Trick Room, and Tatsugiri maybe going for just a sacrifice so that I can get Ursaluna in and ideally do some kind of sweeping, but just like in the, I believe, week 1 game that Connor played against Sean, Ghost and Flying types, they wall their Ursaluna unless you bring Crunch. So maybe Connor's got Crunch. Alright, Baxcalibur gets a KO onto Tatsugiri. It also got one on Dondozo, we saw. So it goes for Moonblast. Solid damage, but I don't know. Unless you got something fast in the back. Ursaluna, I feel like Trick Room was probably the better move there, man. But, I mean, damage into Baxcalibur isn't bad. That thing is just, like, free to click Breaking Swipe over and over and over again. You kind of have to protect your Ursaluna here. And I don't think Dakota has lost a Pokemon yet. He's really turned this, like, 4-0 loss into a 4-0 win, which is maybe not 4-0, but so far it's 2-0. Know what Connor's game plan is, just kind of like try and get off Trick Room, I feel. It looks like he's ripping Terra on Cresselia, Terra Fairy. That little extra damage on Moonblast might get him the KO on Baxcalibur. Maybe he's just trying to survive something. Yeah, you get a little less damage from... Or actually, now you wall Baxcalibur. Cresselia kind of forces Baxcalibur to switch here because it just has no other options. This is a really good Terra for Connor. He doesn't know. I mean, I think at this point, with how many times he's ripped the breaking swipe, he might know that Dakota's either banded or scarfed or something. Alright, Ursaluna activates a Flame Orb, gets a Guts boost. Oh yeah. So Driftblim can get Strength Sap off into Ursaluna, which is pretty strong. Like I said, if Ursaluna doesn't have... if it doesn't have Crunch or Rock Slide, yeah, it's getting walled by Driftblim. And gets it. Ursaluna gets the KO on Baxcalibur, putting itself on the board this week. Lunar Blessing from Cresselia. How much damage did it take? I took about a third, maybe. Ursaluna's Berm's cured. And he gets a Strength Sap. Yeah, this Driftblim is going to be really annoying. It was already, and it's the bane of his existence, I feel. And Trick Room. Good having Hatterene in the back. I mean, for how it felt like it was going, it's a little bit closer than I would have expected. Hatterene can just, rip the Expanding Force and then Driftblim, switch into DD. Ursaluna is not going to be faster than the Hatterene. So really the only good move for Connor here is to actually click Trick. Try and get the speed advantage back. That's if he survives Terra Stellar Expanding Force and Psychic Terrain. I think Cresselia lives this. It's Cresselia. Don't think that Ursaluna lives it. I would be very surprised if it did. Ursaluna goes for Protect. Makes sense. Connor can reverse the Trick Room. He should be in good shape. Maybe he just tried to go for Moonblast into Driftblim too. Might be the bait that Ursaluna or that Dakota was looking for. Cresselia. Oof, that does like a good 50% to Cresselia. Cresselia goes for Moonblast. Some damage into DD. Ugh, it's not even the right target. You get the special attack drop, but you would have loved that on the Hatterene. Now can just keep clicking. Now helping hand Expanding Force. Cresselia is not taking this, and neither is Ursaluna, I don't think. I'm thinking Hat might be getting KOs here, finishing this game off. Ursaluna underspeeds Hatterene in Trick Room. Interesting. Doesn't get the KO on Hatterene, unfortunately. Expanding Force comes out and finishes the game up. And that's a dub for Dakota.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I saw it was 49 speed, and I was like, I probably should have changed that. I was thinking of doing
I think like the last thing I said was like Ursaluna's slower than Hatterene. That's interesting.
No, we speed tied.
Oh, you speed tied. Okay, I didn't see if there was a speed tie. I know that he protected the one turn, but I didn't remember if there was an actual.
Mid speed Ursaluna can only hit 49.
Okay. So you were speed tying them, but you weren't min speed on Hatterene then, right?
No, because I was debating on doing some Tailwind shenanigans with it.
Ah,
let me
interesting.
just keep it here, because if I'm out of Trick Room, then I could just very quickly Tailwind and outspeed like a few different things, right?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure what your Dondozo was, and I was like, if I'm min speed, I might be slower than Dondozo after Tailwind still.
Dude, those were some crazy games.
Game 3. If you watch, so I streamed too. I choked picking the Game 3 lead.
Oh.
And
There's
I
a
was
balls
like,
to the wall.
I was like, wait, fuck, why did I lead Dozo Kiri? And then I was like thinking about it, I was like, oh shit. Because I was originally gonna do this like the same two lead that I was like that's literally the only line that I thought about with this team. But then I deselected Gouging Fire and I was like, maybe what if I choose to lead like Crest Dozo instead? Because then like I could do the mind game of, oh, am I gonna switch in Ursaluna or am I gonna switch in Tatsu?
Yeah.
But because I had already selected Tatsu as the third slot, when I unselected Gouging Fire, it kept Tatsu then as
it
the
moved
second
it
slot.
up.
And then like my time was running out, and then I clicked done, and then I just fucking led Dozo straight off the rip, and I was like, all right, well, I guess that's the game we're playing. And then of course Drifblim is faster than max speed Dozo. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that thing is fast. It's base 80 speed. Dondo's is not keeping up.
I'm curious to see what your full team pace was.
Please share your team pace. You could do it in battle chat if you'd like.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that.
This is what I've got here. I'll share it in battle chat as well.
Dakota, you had, it felt like some tech on every single piece of your team besides Baxcalibur that was meant for Dondozo.
Actually, Breaking Swipe.
Yeah, Breaking Swipe, that was meant for Dondozo. So maybe it was just Indeedee. Indeedee even had Alluring Voice. Like, Hatterene had Pain Split. I mean, Drifblim is just Drifblim.
Yeah, I was like, do I need Will-O-Wisp? I was like, we'll be fine. We'll just muddle through it.
I'm also realizing I'm stupid. I think I lowered my speed so that way I could get a little bit extra special defense investment. Is max speed Unburdened Driftblim
yes.
like still faster than max speed Dozo after Omniboost?
Yeah, yes, because Drifblim's faster than Dozo naturally, so after the Unburdened, it also gets a +2 in speed.
So it doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah. I was really expecting you to bring the ice.
No.
Yeah, you had Terra Ice Fluttermane, and I was like, ooh, does he have something cool on it? Like Ice Terra Ice Terra Blast?
It was just to prevent freezes.
That's if you don't have a better Terra, then
I feel like the Blizzard shit doesn't do enough into your team. Like
I was like, are you going for scams? And then I was like,
scams?
Yeah, like, were you gonna scam me with a freeze?
No, like Chiyu literally shuts down that core pretty much completely. Like, yeah, okay, sure. In the snow, okay, I can maybe set up a fast Aurora Veil, but like your damage output on Chiyu is still obscene into two ice types. Like, I just don't think it matters. And then like Baxcalibur kind of tanks any kind of blizzard going your way. So like, okay, what's the point?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, we're not doing that. So that's fucking the max special Gouging Fire.
Dude, when I saw the special defense boost, I was like, no way. That thing is taken. Well, I didn't believe in it. It got the special defense boost, and then Dakota clicked Fake Tears Dark Pulse, and I didn't see the item on Chiyu, so I was like, maybe that thing is specced and Gouging Fire is going down, but it ate that.
So I banked on the fact that Dakota brought Scarf Chiyu, because if it was specs, that it would have been gone. Gouging Fire would have been deleted off the map.
I didn't think you were gonna be
max special.
It's not like you can outspeed the Fluttermane. You can outspeed Chiyu, but then you're just gonna be scarfed. I get it. If you're gonna be slower, just be tankier.
Yeah.
Also, I definitely should have been modest, but that's fine. I ran special defense gouging in the GC, and I had speed written down on my sheet because I didn't read it properly. So I was like, oh yeah, well this will be fine. And then it did like half, and I was like, what the fuck?
You said, really wait a minute. You said,
hey, this thing's tanky.
Yeah, gouging's so good. And then game 2, I saw it was like, yeah, I was definitely indexing on something. Also, when you went
what
on
is the 248 attack on Indeedee? What's that about?
Oh, that was supposed to be defense.
Oh, okay. I was like, hold up. What are we doing here? I
misslidered. Yeah, because that wave crash, I was like, damn, dude, that wave crash did a lot to Indeedee.
I did think that it like died pretty quickly. I was like, huh, that's interesting. I would expect that to live.
Brave? Man, dude, I
brave. You fully doubled up on the
Yo, Dakota cooked.
The hardest hitting Indeedee in the West. Oh my god.
Dan, I
With
guess
the zero
for game,
attack 0 attack IVs. Sorry, Connor, what were you saying?
no, it's okay. For game one, I guess the last KO on backs can go to Dozo.
Yeah, it just kind of has to. I didn't have. I mean, like it's the
Well,
only thing that could have attacked on the field.
technically,
Technically.
Dozo had the Omni boost. If Dakota played around and KO'd the Dozo, I could have still had the Tatsugiri left.
I don't think I could have played around that. You were faster than
but
me
it-
at a +3.
I'd rather just give Dondozo the 4-0 for game one.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That was crazy. Yeah, you get the 4-0, and then it was definitely closer the next two games, but very well played, Dakota. Very well played, Connor, too.
Yeah, we did a lock in after that game one. I was like, you are here for this. You're here for the fucking ice mode.
Yeah, that
so
was my
goodbye.
only line. I was
Hmm.
like, okay, at least with Flutter Chiyu, I know how I can win, and then everything else, we just kind of.
I want to see
fall
what your
from there.
team was. Let me share.
Yeah, I love the mirror
Oh.
coat on Tatsugiri, too.
I was in there. Yeah, mirror code's fucking heat.
Yeah, too bad it didn't do anything.
Also-
also like allies. I carried the ally switch crest from a past week, and I probably shouldn't have done that.
No, with so
think
much
I like that
spread
last-
damage that with so much spread damage, you would have been better off with something else. I don't know what exactly.
I think
but
that game 3. I think if I had helping hand, I think I roll earthquake on
on Hatterene.
on hat
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
because I did about half.
Yeah, like you
It
would
might
have
have been like just
fine.
over.
Yeah.
So that
Would've
was
been
dumb.
better. The max special
I saw the
defense
Hound.
and AV Houndoom.
I saw this Houndoom and I was like, this thing's fucking
Super
AV,
Fang
isn't it?
is
and then I saw how
awesome, dude.
little damage. Yeah, Super Fang was cooking.
That was cool. What is this thing's stats? I don't know what the stats of Houndoom are at all.
It's a special attacker.
I mean, yeah, I got. Actually, it's got 90 attack, but oh my god, 75 HP, 90 attack, 50 defense, paltry, but 80 special defense. I mean, for a shitmon,
50
that's pretty
defense
good.
makes a lot of sense because that thing melted to the breaking swipe, and I was like, damn, dude.
Yeah, that it did not like to see that. 50
Yeah.
defense does not help it very much there.
I mean, it's like, what is Houndoom? Is it a greyhound? Like, it's a pretty skinny dog, you know? Like, they don't
Yeah, for sure.
That's
for
true.
Sure.
they don't need a lot of physical hits.
I like the bulldoze on gouging fire too.
Yeah,
That
bulldoze
was a good
was
move.
very unexpected.
I'm telling you, that was the only line I cooked. That was where all of my ingredients went.
And you're like, what do I do after that?
What do I do after that? Just bring in Dozo that outspeeds and earthquake everything, and then okay, we're fine with that. But then like
Then question,
the other leads-
question,
the-
question.
like,
Profit.
yeah, I didn't really spend too much time thinking about the other possible leads and combinations. This is roughly what I actually here. I can show you what I thought you were gonna bring. This is like what you brought is very close. And then I just didn't think about like what the other leads would be. Oh, so instead of backs, I thought you were gonna go Suicune.
I had Suicune for a hot second, and then I was like, that's too many special attackers. We're running my physical attacker.
Oh, it was choiced, but it was banded. Okay, that's why.
Yeah, that
that's
thing
why
was
you melted,
ripping
okay.
damage with the.
Oh,
breaking sword.
yeah.
That was crazy.
Because my game 3 plan was my Driftblim Baxcalibur lead, and if you had led your same again, I was like, I'm just gonna Tailwind Breaking Swipe. Good luck, have fun. Like, and then I'm just gonna start sapping. Like, Driftblim was so clutch.
Yeah, I know Drifblim went hard when like a couple of regulations ago, and then I just never, because I was never a Dozo player, I never thought about it. Like, okay, well, how do you play into it?
Yeah.
It's fucking-
Well, and it's a hard
goes
counter
hard.
to Ursaluna. I was
Yep.
curious
Yeah.
to see how you would how you would address that. I was like, are you bringing Shadow Claw or
No,
I was thinking that too
it
after
was,
your week with Oricorio, the other flying
Yeah.
ghost type.
it was either gonna be Crunch or Heavy Slam. I think ultimately I settled on Heavy Slam because I thought you might be max physical defense bold Flutter main. But here we
I'm here to
are.
rip it. I was like, all right, how do I need to be faster than everything on your team. Check. And then the rest of it, what is the max amount of special attack I can have before it becomes a special attack booster? Check. 252 HP. Perfect.
Yeah,
done.
that makes sense.
Yeah, Flutter and Chiyu. I was kind of hoping I could have hit you with the Burning Jealousy tech, but
Oh yeah.
That would have been cool.
I was like, yeah, I was like, it's the last slot. That's whatever.
I was really wishing that the Perish Song strat in game 1 would have worked out better too, but I think
me
you didn't have
too.
any
I just didn't have the-
protects. You didn't have any
No.
way to like stall turns out and actually like kill the
No.
Dondozo at the right time. But it was a good idea.
Yeah, I when I clicked it, I mean, once Chiyu went down, I think I knew the game was over because I was like, nothing in the back really handles Dozo super well.
Yeah.
Because I didn't bring, if I had brought Indeedee Drift Blend, like if I had Drift Blend and then Indeedee, then it's like, okay, then I could just like I could just bring that in and haze, right? But because I had backs and Drift Blend in the back, I was like, this game's over. So let me just like flood him with information about this Flutter main so he indexes on it, and then I'll never bring it again.
that's
That's
a
good way to think
move.
about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I
Damn,
kept track of KOs while you guys were playing, so
Oh, thank you.
don't have to
Thank
worry
you.
about that. But please
Yeah.
send the results to the channel and
Yeah,
yes,
Connor,
we
you
do.
cooked. This was really good.
I tried. I probably should have spent a little bit more time thinking about the other leads, but I had a feeling that it was going to be a tough / fun matchup.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
It was
Thank
very
you
fun to
for-
watch.
You rolled me game one. I was like,
Yeah, it was a
time to lean forward.
4-0
I'm gonna lock in a little
Dondozo
bit.
sweep. Nothing else happened. You didn't even show your back 2 Pokemon, or
No.
your back 1 Pokemon rather.
it was Houndoom.
It was Houndoom.
Yeah, when
Okay.
I had a feeling. I was like, this Houndoom's gonna do some shit. Does Houndoom does learn Snarl, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it had
That's
Snarl.
that's my first.
Cool
That's my
enough.
Double
first thought of
Snarl on the team.
I was when Galgin got Snarl, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot it had Snarl. Like when you had that, because I had Covert Cloak in the builder, and then I was like, nah, I don't need this.
Oh, that would have been huge.
Yeah, I was like, I don't need this.
Let me just check. I don't even think, to be frank, I don't think there was anything else in my like drafted mons that I was thinking about bringing. Like literally everything else I was like, okay, the ice mode doesn't do anything. Zapdos gets melted, and I don't know why I picked Sceptrit ever. and then
Because it's
Avalok
Follow
has like
Me and Frisk. It's so great. Awesome Pokemon.
and then Avalok has 0 special defense. So at that point I was just like, okay, well, there's my 6. Easy, done.
Makes
So,
sense.
all right, I just had to get into this. I was definitely expecting Avalug or Gyapdos here.
Really?
Gyapdos would have been good.
Yeah, I definitely was like, because I thought you were gonna bring the ice, and I was like, if you bring the ice, Avalug would kind of make sense.
Mhm.
Gyapdos can absolutely make sense here.
But
to,
don't
like,
I
put
just
pressure on the Chiyu?
Don't I just get
Um,
melted by Moonblast Flutter? And
I thought that's what your Terra is for, right? I was like, you have Terra, or you could give it a berry, right? Like, there were things that you could do there. I
Give
was
it the
definitely
berry
looking at
that
these
boosts
two.
special, the Moranga berry.
Oh no! Don't Moranga berry this out. No, because you have to.
That was
live a
when
hit
I was
to be able to eat the
practicing.
berry.
When I was practicing with Sean and prepping for my matchup against you, Connor, that was one of the things he thought of against my team. It was like Moranga berry. Yeah, it was like Moranga berry, wide guard, Avalug. Wide guard would have been good, actually.
Wide guard would have been huge.
You were ripping.
what I was expecting.
The only like single target you used Moonblast, or I don't even know that you used Moonblast on Fluttermane, but you Dark
Yeah, I
Pulse
did,
alluring.
once.
Okay, you did once. Dark Pulse, alluring voice, and knockoff.
And Mystical Fire.
A mystical. All right, so there were some single target moves, but every Pokemon besides Drifblim. All right, never mind. I'm trying to build stats and they're just not working. But like half your team had
No.
wide
The
guard.
actual damage dealers on the team are locking in spread moves, right?
Yeah.
Like Bax is probably not clicking Shard because of terrain. Probably not. Like I don't love Icicle Crash.
the
It's
one
just
time.
it's big damage, and then Glaive Rush opens me up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Breaking Sweat was getting clicked 9 times out of 10 because it's choice band, right?
Yeah.
And then Hatterene and like this side, like this right side is where all the damage is, right? This is just the support side.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that spread moves. But yeah, I thought Avalug was coming potentially. I didn't know you had Houndoom. So I saw your OTS and I was like, oh well that's new.
Oh yeah, you gotta remember to
I have to,
switch
Yeah,
I have
those
to
out.
update. I have to update the rosters. Yeah.
You get whoever's
Yeah.
or no, I am playing Sean next week. I was gonna say he just made a trade. I was
To
on
be
the
fair, oh yeah, go ahead.
I was on the phone with him and he was like, "Hold up, I have a trade. You want me to make it live so I can get your reaction?" And I was like, "Sure, man. That's awesome." He made
Yeah,
3 trades.
Funny enough, Dakota, I forgot to update my own copy of the prep doc. So even when I was like, I knew that I had traded Houndoom, but when I was like when I had mine open, like my tab open that you have open, mine looks exactly the same as yours because I didn't.
You just weren't even
I
thinking
forgot to
about
swap it out, but I just knew I had Houndoom.
That's great. Yeah. No, this was a good. I had a feeling this was going to be a bit of a shit show in terms of like what you could bring and how you could customize stuff. You did like this was good.
Beating my hot streak, Dakota.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Ah,
I
no
got
longer
bodied
the
last
undefeated
week and I was
player.
like, I can't do that.
Not to Dozo.
Not to Dozo.
No.
Tim would just make fun of me the whole time.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
I mean, it's
That was really good.
now we're sitting at Connor and Dakota. You guys have tied records now. Jake is the only
Yeah.
undefeated player, so we'll see tomorrow
Ooh,
night
Jake?
if that changes. Yeah, Jake undefeated.
Holy shit! Wait, really? Holy
I
fuck,
know.
go Jake.
He's really ripping it up this season.
Dude. Wait, what was his record? He was Yeah, why does it how come it says it's so weird the spreadsheet? It's like, "Oh, if you win 2-0 instead, you actually win 3-0."
So that's your points that you earned for the match. So based on the differential of like how many Pokemon, like if you win more dominantly than your opponent, you get 3 points. I think it's just if
That's-
you 2-0 your opponent, you get 3 points, and your opponent gets 0.
That's-
If you 2-1 them, you get 2 points, and they get 1. I think that's how it works out.
That's really interesting because
It's
it
already
just looks
broken
so
stuff.
it just looks so weird to look at.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it now too, and it shows Blake didn't get points for his match. Like, I mean, some shit was messed up, and I was trying to fix it while I was streaming last week.
It's Jake versus Sean. Okay.
Yeah, Jake versus Sean.
Oh man, I told Sean that I was gonna help him practice this week. Oops.
Yeah, he has been very busy doing some interviews, so I don't know that he's even had a lot of time to prep. But yeah, I think he always brings some really spicy shit. I don't know what his brain has going through it, but it's built for team building.
It's built for team building.
And then who are we all facing next week?
Me
and then I get
Sean.
to face Jake now. Okay, so all right, boys. If Jake is undefeated this week, he's getting
gotta
defeated.
lock in.
He's
We gotta
getting
lock
defeated
in.
next week. Yeah, I'm gonna pull a Dakota week 5.
Yeah,
I hope he's in stream right now, and it's just saying.
no,
he
no
better
viewers.
get ready. Big fish is going to his fucking rain team.
No viewers. Womp womp. No Jake.
What do you mean? I'm here now.
Oh, now I get viewers. Yeah, so next week is Jake and Connor, Dakota and Finn, and then Brian and Blake. And me and Sean.
Huge.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm interested, morbidly curious about Brian and Finn's match this week. The 2 players with losing records. One of them's got to come out on top. They can't both lose. I don't think.
They can tie. They can DC in game 3.
They could refuse to play and force me to tie them. I don't see that happening, and I really hope it doesn't.
No, I think I'm here for it.
No, don't say that.
Yeah, I'm here for them agreeing to not play. Like how those 2 Olympic medalists decided to like call it and just share the medal.
Yeah, 2 completely equal actions, I feel too.
Yeah. I mean, Olympic medal. What do you do after you win the Olympic medal? You go back to fucking Home Depot.
Yeah, but when you win Fortree City Draft League, you get bragging rights and you play next season.
When you win,
damn straight.
When you win draft league, you go to Lowe's instead.
Yeah, you get the upgrade.
No, you go to Ace. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
You're
And
so right.
sometimes Pokemon cards.
And sometimes Pokemon cards.
All right. Well, it was fun watching you guys play. GG's.
Yeah, GG's, Connor. That was really good. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, dude. I'll keep you posted.
I am probably gonna. I'll let you know right now. I think I'm just gonna stay home because I want to get some rest for Saturday's tournament.
Oh yeah,
Tournament Saturday.
Bearded Dragon.
What?
Oh, nice.
What tournament are you talking about?
Pickle.
Oh, pickleball. Damn, dude, that's right. We discussed this. You say pickleball, and I just like kind of filter that part out.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play for the first time on Saturday.
Oh.
My parents invited me to play pickleball because Connor, it is an
Huge.
old white people sport.
You know, I know that.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, to be fair, Connor's getting up there.
That's
am.
true.
My neck
Less.
hurts, man.
I'm in PT if it makes you feel any better.
Dude, I went to the liquor store the other day and I handed the guy asked for my ID, and after he handed it back and I started paying, he was like, 30, huh? And I was like, I'm not. Well, I didn't say it. I didn't even realize it at the time, but I'm not even 30 yet. And he was like, you look like you're 23. I was like, okay, that makes me feel better.
Yeah, that's what you want to hear.
Yeah,
But he started off with 30, huh? And I was like, yeah, yeah, sure. I'm
like,
What the fuck are you
that's
gonna
how we
do
lead
about it?
Mr. Liquor Store person.
Yeah, he waited till after I tapped my card. So, strategy. All right, but I'll let you guys both go. Have a good night, and thank you for playing. Fun as always
Thank
to
you for
watch.
hosting.
Yeah. Have a good night, fellas.
Night.